It's just gonna be me and you.
Yeah, let some people come up. We live right now. I ain't even do the what's it called. Hold on. I'm tripping. Oh, well, we already live. I ain't get to do my give people a couple time. Give a couple people time to get up in here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. We live. They'll start coming.
What we talk? What
What's
we
up?
talking
What's
about?
up? What's up, YouTube? Y'all already know what it is. Your boy T-Wil, man. What's up, man? We got my boy up here. We got my boy. I'm gonna let him introduce himself so everybody know who he is and let him tell you where he from. You got the floor right now, bro. Let him introduce yourself.
Yo, man. My name Charles Sutton, man. Born and raised Eastside San Antonio, 1976, man. What's going on, man? I'm out of San Antonio. What's up, y'all?
Yeah, man. We right now, man. We trying to let the people know how we already know from the title that you already been locked up, but what led up to you getting locked up at the early age you got locked up, and what crime did you commit when you or they say you committed?
Well, basically, it's kind of weird, but basically, I started getting took away from my mom at a young age. You know what I'm saying? Mom was a drug addict, but some of my first teenage charges that land me in TYC, which is the Texas Youth Commission. Criminal mischief, resisting arrest. But my first charge that ever got me sent to state school was auto theft. I got sent to Gainesville State School. That's the first state school I got sent to. Got sent to Gainesville in 1990, and came back in 1991. I got sent to Brownwood State School, and I caught a charge when I was in state school that landed me in Giddens State School in 1992.
Okay,
And
so
I
you
I
well
stayed.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What kind of charge did you catch inside the state school?
Uh, Basically, I came into state school and I had got put down with Bloodstone Billing in Eastside San Antonio through my older relatives. When I came home from state school, the Crip and Blood gangster stuff was starting to create around San Antonio, Texas, and everybody was starting to turn into gang members when I came home from the halfway houses and stuff like that. And I was already getting into a bundle of fights growing up and was going through a lot of mixed emotions and things like that, dealing with a mama that was on drugs, crack drugs, and a stepfather that smoked and drank, and my mom that used to fight all the time. So I used to get a lot of whoopings and stuff like that. And it led me into being around my cousins and stuff, coming up in a poor environment. It also led me to stealing and taking and doing crimes and fighting a lot and being aggressive, having to defend myself, the oldest brother of 5 little brothers. I got no sisters. And so I started doing all types of crimes. But my crimes that landed me in state school, like I said, was auto theft, stealing, breaking into a store, and I got sent to Brownwood. While I was in state school, I was getting into a lot of fights. You had the city tripping, you had the set tripping, and all types of stuff was going on. And me being a slender little guy, I had a lot of people that wanted to always fight up with me and squabble with me. But I ended up catching a charge when I was at Brownwood. Got jumped on a few times by a couple of guys, and I clicked on a couple of guys, and I was banging, gang banging. getting a kick out of everybody, representing and people talking about things. I came up with this crazy idea to set this dude on fire while he was in his room sleeping. And I did some weird type stuff, It really started as me just doing something to make people laugh, or just to do something, let old boy know not to play with me, and it kind of got a little deadly. I took in the dormitories, we got rooms, and they're like jagged from each other, and we sleep with the doors open, and we sleep in each room with a bed and a chair, and it's like a desk in there. At nighttime, we were sleeping. It's a camera that's supposed to watch the hallway in Brownwood, but we didn't care. The halls are dark. So I was pissed off at this dude out of Lubbock that jumped on me, a Southside Crip. And what I did was I went into his room, and while I was in his room, I took his toilet paper, and while he was sitting there asleep, a guy by the name of Edward Proctor, I took his toilet paper and I unraveled all his toilet paper, and I put it around his face and neck and was tucking it around him while he was sleeping. And I took them little lead pencils and I put it up in the socket. And we used to tie like a little pencil around a piece of toilet paper. And if you spark it enough, it sparks into a flame. And I sparked it, and I put the little brown wrapper. Let me kind of demonstrate it so you can see what I'm talking about. You'll have a more clear vision of what I'm saying. Okay. This is a toilet paper right here. This is a toilet paper. Okay. This is a toilet paper right here. I unravel this all the way, and I tuck it around this guy when he's under his blanket sleeping. I kept that middle brown part, and I stuffed the little paper in it and made a lasso, this little bit in the middle. I stuffed toilet paper in there and made like a little torch, and it was in the dark. And then I took the little pencils and I stuck them up into the socket. Into the socket.
Yeah.
Then I took the little paper and I twirled it around one of the pencils, and I sparked it and lit it. And when it lit, I hurried up and ran over there to his bed, and I lit the paper. Man, you should have seen this, man. It looked like The Exorcist, man. It was funny to me, but it lit up like The Exorcist because I had the paper all over this guy while he was sleeping. And it lit so quick that it just looked like, and I jumped scared, and I just ran out the hallway and jumped back over there in my room. And you can hear this dude yelling, "Ah!" You know what I'm saying? So staff running down the hall and shit like that. Bam, another Crip dude looked out his room and he said, "Man, that was that dude that did that." And I was like, "F you, man." I'm set tripping, hitting him up and stuff. So he ran into my room and I started squabbling him. Make a long story short, we got restrained. They use restraint tactics, putting your arms all up, twisting you up. Shot my ass to security. I put some burns on that guy, so, they got me with another charge. So they came and they had a little rinky-dinky court on me in security, reclassified me as a violent offender. And they transported me a couple of days later, took me from Brownwood and transferred me to Austin, near Austin, Texas, and shot me to Giddens State School.
Right.
Later, when I got up there to Giddens State School, that's where I would run across the late, y'all call him Charleston White, and I would run across other figures of gang members and everybody else when I got up that way.
Okay. So once you got to Giddens State School, I know they found out that you was a blood. How did that go? Salute to the
Well,
chat. My bad. My bad. My bad. Salute to the chat, man. Everybody in the chat, salute. Y'all share this out, man. Man, if y'all late, man, this is Charles Sutton, man. He's speaking on being convicted and locked up at a very early age, going from state school to state school until he got to the penitentiary. But you continue on what now? How did that go?
well, uh, basically, I ended up going to hold on. Let me get a chest so my viewers can see me. Trying to get it in the light better so the viewers can see me. Better view so the viewers can see me. Okay. Yeah, so basically I got sent to Giddens state school. So when I got sent to Giddens, they bring you in a, like a paddy wagon, a van with a cage and everything, and they reclassified me from a non-violent offender because I had a little old, bull crap auto theft case, and they shot me from Brownwood and sent me over there. I had a little 6-month sentence. Well, now that 6 months, they turned it into a year.
Damn.
Classified me a violent offender for assault, bodily injury. So that, I was still a juvenile. So
well, how old was you?
Huh?
Around what age was you?
I was 14 years old.
14?
Yeah, I was 14.
Jumped off the porch early, huh?
Yeah, so that they said, Charles, you've been causing a lot of trouble. You've been fighting and stuff. We got to send you somewhere else. Now you burning people up. So they shot me over there. And so I came over there. Now, we used to hear about Giddens, and we see a lot of stuff about Giddens. Brownwood, gang. We hear about Giddens because Giddens is where they keep all the young murderers. The young murderers, a lot of people that got a lot of time that's basically finna go from that state school to prison. So all the state schools hear about Giddens. It's like one of the in Texas, that's the state school for all the most violent offenders. That's young murderers, robbers, killers, rapers, young people that's doing stuff at a young age in the whole Texas. So I get up there. At this point in time, I ain't nothing but probably 125, 128 pounds. I'm a little dude. So, at my size at 14, but I'm tall and skinny. So I come over there, you know what I'm saying? I got the Dickies on and I got these bright red tennies on when I come over there in a white t-shirt. Because that's what we was all into. Everybody was into the California dress code back then.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I had the all red feelers on with the beige Dickies and the beige khakis, Dickies, whatever we call them, and
right.
the white t-shirt with the pocket. And I had the little curly fro. So I fall over there, and I'm from San Antonio out the east side. So I fell up over there. I get up out the van. So I'm looking around the state school, and everybody I see walking by going to the chow hall, all I see is a long line of dudes dressed like Crips. So all I see is K-Swiss, blue chucks, blue laces, blue Dickies, khaki suits, blue and white flannel, blue and gray flannel, beanies. That's all I see. Cowboys, I see a whole bunch of dudes. So I'm standing out there in the line and I'm like, dang, where the hell they done sent me? So I'm like, it looked like a little bit like Gainesville to me. And I'm like, I'm back in hell again. At least it was a couple of Bloods in Brownwood. It was kind of even out a little bit, but I just see the whole goddamn line. And I see people hitting me up already, throwing signs at me. And when you say hit up, we mean throwing up sets chunking gang signs.
Exactly.
So, basically, I'm scared. But the thing people don't understand about certain people, I was scared, but it wasn't the type of scared that I was scared that I was there. I think I was more scared of who I was inside. And I'm also scared of what I'm get scared. And I already seen what I do when I'm scared. And I'm scared, man, I'm gonna have to fight. Man, I'm gonna be here for a long time. Man, I already had that instinct. I'm gonna have some trouble. And it's gonna come. And I guess I was finna see what it was gonna do with me and get it. You know what I'm saying? But for a moment, when I went in, it was I never forget, it was a white lady that was working, a real thick white lady. And she seen the red shoes and she pulled me back there. Same thing that I did when I was at Gainesville. She pulled me to the back. She said, I know what you're doing. And she said, this ain't what you want. She told me straight up, she said, ain't none of you over here. She said, none but Crips. And she said, give me them shoes. I said, man, they ain't giving you nothing. You know, why I got to give you my shoes? Same thing they done to me when I was in Gainesville. She took my shoes. Gainesville, they took my flannel, my flag, and they took my shoes. Over there, they took my red flag and they took my red shoe. And they put them in his bag and they gave me some Chuck Taylors.
Right.
And I was mad. You know, I was like, man, I ain't scared of nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was. That was my attitude. You know what I'm saying? I was young. I was suicidal. I was in the gang stuff too bad. I was like, you know what, man? You know, it doesn't matter about you taking my shoes, because, you know, then I started seeing a few dudes that know me. You know what I'm saying? So when I see the few dudes that know me, I really was like, I might got to represent myself, because you see one thing about San Antonio, brothers, you got some fakers and then you got some real representatives. And then I seen a certain kind of guys that can go back and tell. And then I was like, nah, I'm gonna stay down for mine. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, you know, I seen like Chris Baker, you know, he's a good friend of mine on Facebook now, but I seen him, he was there. I already know, man, he gonna, you know, at that time, you know, he was out there in the paint. And I'm like, oh, he gonna go tell, you know. I seen a few cats up there that was there with me at the time. And I say, man, they're gonna go tell on me, you know what I'm saying? And when my name is circling around and people gonna talk about it, or they gonna write up there and let people know that I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So it started off slow, you know, a few people jumping on me, checking me, running up, hitting me up, asking me what I claimed. Some I told them I was a blood, some I didn't tell them nothing. I just, you know, so many different people running up on me, twice my size, 2, 3, 4, 5 people at one time. You know, every day somebody was running up on me when they seen me. Saying, man, where you from? You from San Antonio? We heard you was this, we heard you was that. You know, some people I told, some people I didn't feel it was their goddamn business. But eventually I got in the squabble at school. And once I got in that first squabble, it led to some more squabbling. And then when I would get into fights, I had this thing with latching out, and I'd be talking noise and running my mouth. And it seemed like once you get in that first squabble, you know, I took my lumps. Got in that next squabble, I took my lumps. Got in that next squabble, I took my lumps. Then it was like, you know, I'm not personally no hoe, so you're not gonna make me into no hoe. You know, this is just what it is. And I'm gonna come out there and fight. I was one of them bloods when it created in Texas. I'm one of them that I was never about this. On the streets, I was about this. So I believed in fighting. And then growing up in San Antonio, we was some throw gang members. If I can't help you with these, I'm gonna stick a pencil in you. If I can't stick a pencil in you, I'm gonna crack you with a chair. Right. And if that don't work, oh, I'm going to ride on you. And the way we ride, I'm going to run up and clink you. Whatever I got to do to survive, I'm going to do some gangster stuff. I'm going to bring it to you.
Right.
And the more I got jumped and the more I got into fights, it just got, and then a lot of the time people think these state schools save you or they help you. It was a lot of staff that was scared of these. It was guys up in there big like grown men.
Right.
And remember, in some state schools, you can stand there until you're 21 years old. So here I am, a 14-year-old kid. I'm in there getting jumped by Crips like 16, 17, 18, 19 years old. You got Crips up in there hitting stack in the weight room.
Right.
And they coming like 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, 7, 9, 15 at one wop. So you got them little white old lady staff and them little white men and them little Mexican men and black dudes, they old as hell. So when you getting jumped, you just getting jumped until security run up.
Right. When
security run up in there, even though they big dudes, you got a lot of dudes they gotta try to get up off you. So I was going through a bunch of problems. Then what I didn't like, they always figured like when you one man, it's easy to just, as soon as every time something happened, come throw me in security and let everybody else stay. Or when they feel drama going on, just get rid of Charles. Don't have Charles out there today. Right. And I used to get mad because they were screwing over me. And some of them were throwing favors to the Crips. And they're like, you just this one dude.
Right.
So I started letting it be known how serious it is. And then I got to the point where I was like, man, these Crips in here, most of them ain't even real Crips. A lot of these dudes are just getting put down while they in the state school.
Right.
And it started upsetting me that I'm getting jumped on by dudes that ain't never even walked the streets with a blue bandana.
Correct.
They just put on in the state school and they jumping on me. And I come from the streets with mine. I got actually put down and initiated. And I really walked the streets of San Antonio claiming, wearing red bandanas. I really got a hood that I come from, which I come out of Denver Heights in San Antonio. Right. And we had dope houses. I really ran with the Bloods in the street. We really was on some LA gang banging, really type stuff. Like, so I really got mad. And I said, well, I'm gonna let them know that it's really real. So I was getting jumped on so much and I just started taking it to my own hands. I just started going to war. And once I started going to war and whooping up fools, I didn't care about my freedom. I didn't care when I went home. I was just getting kicked. I was mad. I was going through emotional swing. I just started getting into the point of banging on fools. I woke up, I would be doing dumb stuff like waking up in the morning while people going to wreck and just throwing up sets at people. Dissing hoods, fighting, dissing people's city, dissing people's hometown. I just was out there. So every day I was waking up ready to fight somebody or ready to catch somebody off guard. And I got to the point where I was straight up hoot riding and banging back. And let me let you know what hoot riding is and gang banging back. Cause some of y'all ain't never been that person. Getting up in the morning, just somebody walk by me and say, what's up, cuz? Bam, I'm at him. Like, I'm at him. I don't care what size I'm set tripping, calling them up out of their shit. And it's even too so bad to where I start preying on people. I catch a dude going in the restroom and ain't nobody catch him and he back by himself. And I see him brushing his teeth and I'll run up behind him while he ain't looking. Bop, 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 bop. What's up, my nigga? Where your niggas at? And I get at him. They'll take me to security. I'll be up there in security, locked down. We'll go to the rec yard, work out. I'll be out there waiting for somebody to come out there. I see somebody come out there with me one-on-one. We'll get it. One dude I was fighting back there one time, I fought him, I picked him up, slammed him on the ground, his head hit the ground. Man, his brother head hit the ground. He knocked out and laid there. While I was sitting there stomping this man's whole skull into the concrete, I damn near killed this man with my bare hands and feet. They ran out there to get him, pulled him out on a stretcher, had him in the room, his whole head wrapped up like a mummy. I damn near tried to kill this man with my bare hands. They put me in a program called GRU back there.
What's that?
It's a program they got in security back there in Giddens, where they lock you up and they have to talk to you and have psychiatrists come talk to you back there. They trying to figure out.
Question. I was going to ask you that. Do they ever give you a psychiatrist or put you on in psych meds?
Yeah, they tried it, but I wouldn't take it. But they used to come back there and give me pills to try to calm me down, liquid mood medicine. They would try to come back there and talk to me, and I'd cuss them, I'd throw the pills at them and stuff like that. Then they'll keep me back there for so long, and I just sit back and chill to where they'll say, you know what, Charles, we got to let you out.
Right.
And I go right up there. As soon as they let me out, catch somebody slipping, whoop them up, come right on back.
Right.
So that's what I was doing. I just chill. Every time I whoop somebody, I got into the habit of just whooping them, and I just come back in, chill, and come back. And then you know what the staff starts saying?
What's that?
They start saying, damn, man, you cool as beans when you back here. You don't get into it with nobody.
Right.
You gonna jump on one of them again when you go up there. And I lie. Now I'm chilling. As soon as I get up there, I run up on somebody else. So I assaulted several people. I kicked somebody's head into a wall one time. Fool named Jimmy Brown out of Fort Worth. Portray gangster something. I kicked his head into a wall one time. Another dude by the name Marcus Wright jumped him. He was out of San Antonio, jumped on him. Crazy thing is he got out and I met him in the freeway and used to hang with him. Dude named, they called him Nike. He was out of, I think, Rolling 30, out of Dallas, bright-skinned, red bone kind of dude. I was getting jumped by a bunch of dudes while I was in the back area. They jumped me when I was coming out the shower, so I basically was fighting ass naked, swinging punching. When they was breaking up the fight, I ran up on the bright-skinned dude and I clicked him. And I hit him in the jaw right here. And I dropped him and he fell, hit the ground. Later on, I come back, they talking about, you broke this man's jaw in 3 places.
Damn.
They kept me back in GRU longer. I literally had to leave state school from GRU. They wouldn't even let me come to population anymore because it was so bad. They just say, man, every time we let him come back, he's gonna fight.
Right.
So
I got a question. How many times you seen anybody get put down up in there?
I ain't never really seen nobody get put down up in there, but because I was in security fighting so much, but a lot of them brothers and got put down and got the key in their back just to run up on me because I was one of the only few bloods that would fight up in there. So a lot of them would get mad. A lot of the older dudes were claiming they were OGs and they were the ones they put down with they set. They would sick them on me. So I got clicked on, stole off when I was eating. I got jumped when I fell asleep and took a nap in the class. And I got jumped in my sleep. People would steal my mail and write my family members and cuss them out. all kind of bullshit. I had people doing little weird shit like jacking off on my toothbrush, pissing in my nose, all the little girly ass stuff I was getting done. Bleach my shoes, all kind of stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, it was going hard up in that motherfucker. It's like state school was worse than the penitentiary.
Yeah, all it did was get a lot of people ready to go to the penitentiary. It was turning people crazy because it was fights. And it was a lot of dudes scared of Crips and see a lot of people talk noise about their hometown and their hood, man. But I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot of niggas scared. Man, it was a lot of niggas up there from Houston.
Mm-hmm.
You know a lot of them niggas wear red. Man, them niggas didn't even wear a dime of red. Them niggas, I see niggas coming in with red Jabos, Guess, Jordans. Them niggas wouldn't even wear that shit because the Crips was so deep. One nigga told me one time, I walked by his bed, he had some all red Guess. Another nigga had some red and white Jordan. He said, I'm not wearing my shoe. I don't want them niggas thinking I'm a blood. I said, nigga, you a hoe ass nigga. I said, well, nigga, give me the motherfucking shoes. I'll wear them.
Right.
I used to get red clothes from niggas that were scared to wear their own shit.
That's crazy. Well, you ain't have to buy nothing. Shit. Fuck it.
A lot of niggas was scary, man. A lot of them Galveston niggas used to come in there. They used to be power rules. They wouldn't wear their shit. A lot of undercover niggas that were bloods that came in there from different spots. Dallas, Houston. It was a lot of undercover blood niggas, but a lot of niggas wouldn't even claim they hood. They were scared. They wouldn't even claim they hood, man. Scrap business.
Right. So when they catch you back there in security, I know that you weren't the only one. You ever see Charles Dewberry back there in security back there with?
Hell no. Hell fuck no. Niggas
So
ain't never. Them niggas wasn't doing no security back there. Them niggas asked in population. Charleston, he was a little Crip nigga running around claiming rolling six. They called him C-Nut. That nigga never motherfucking days even try to want to run across me. That nigga stayed clean out my motherfucking view. And Dewberry, I only heard of his name when I was in Giddings. Now, I ain't never ran across him up there, but I was in Gainesville with Dewberry. I was in Gainesville, but I was a young ass dude. A lot of them dudes was older than me.
Right.
You know, I ain't nothing but 50 years old.
Right.
So a lot of them dudes are older than me. I was a little big dude. A lot of them dudes are older than me. Charleston, he was a little bit older than me.
Well, no, he let him tell he was a bad actor up in there.
He was a little dude. He never want to run across me, Charleston. That's why I tripped out when I seen one time I was going down my timeline. I seen him up there talking about San Antonio guys. Talking about F San Antonio, y'all ain't nothing, and this and this and that. And Haran Chase Dinky was the only real nigga from San Antonio. Nigga, you disrespected all the niggas that was up there from San Antonio, and it ain't no nigga that I could name out of my mouth that you wanted to run up on. You didn't want to run up on no nigga from San Antonio that was up there. You run up on no nigga. You didn't want to run up on Dead Fly, Devin Weber. You didn't want to run up on Omar Neal, Scarface, ETG. You didn't want to run up on Chris Baker, Homicide.
This goes on.
You ain't want to run up on Robert Crawford, Frank Nitty. You ain't want to run up on Mephistopheles. You ain't want to run up on James Carson, Lil Turk.
So that explains why you hate San Antonio. He was scared of y'all.
He ain't want to run up on Ant-Man. You ain't want to run up on Ant-Man from Altadena. Hell. And you damn sure didn't fuck with Lil Boo, Lil Edwin DeBro from Altadena. And I was the only blood that ever walked through Giddings State School at that time when the shit was jumping hard. I'm the only nigga I ain't seeing Steve Borden and Brian Davis wouldn't claiming and fighting back. I'm the original nigga from San Antonio that put that banging down up in there. I'm the nigga that came through at my time that was banging, riding on niggas. And that's through our state schools. I'm talking about a set tripping, a nigga that's gonna fight, dish your hood and run up on you. I'm the only nigga at that time. And I was a teen at that. They was in the penitentiary. My cousin came home from prison. My cousin came home from prison, and he was an ETG. My cousin, rest in peace, Agent Dotsy, half dead. That nigga came home in 93 before I went. And that nigga told me, he said, damn, Charles, you not even in the penitentiary. And your name is already up there. You not even there yet. He said, damn, I feel for you.
Damn, so they was already waiting on you up there.
I wasn't even there yet. Yeah. My name was already talked about because a lot of niggas that went from Giddings, they went to the penitentiary. And a lot of niggas that came home, they went up there, and when they talked about San Antonio niggas, first name they gonna say all the Crips when they're the only blood they know. Y'all know this nigga named Charles Sutton. So that's how my name circulated.
Right.
A lot of them don't know today I'm 50 years old. And I stopped gang banging almost 20-something years ago.
Right.
I got a whole CDL, started driving trucks and moved out of San Antonio and changed my life. I don't even participate or care about that. Like, I even trip out I was that dude. And a lot of people look at me and be like, damn, you know, a person could almost do anything if he put his mind to it. Exactly. And he really trying to be that person.
Exactly.
I could have been a lot worse, because it was times that I caught a lot of different people slipping on the streets. Right. I caught a lot of different people slipping on the streets, and I could have done worse, but I was smarter. There's a lot of times I could have committed murder. I could have shot up people's houses. I knew what people was. I knew what people stayed, but that wasn't me.
Exactly.
So I could have killed some people. I could have done some things. I could have really took gangbanging to another level when I came home and I was still upset. Mm-hmm. But I was more of a player kind of guy and more about money. It was more about having looking good and messing with the ladies.
Right. So, when that money get involved, all the other bullshit start going out the window.
Yeah. But I still had it in me though. I wouldn't finna let nobody do nothing. But a lot of things people didn't understand. I would watch what's going on. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting up in there doing all this banging and fighting like I'm from California, and I'm watching niggas snitching.
Exactly.
I'm watching niggas jump from blood to Crip to blood, and I'm watching niggas messing with those boys. I'm watching.
Inside Giddings State School?
No, all over the place. Free world, locked up. I'm watching see a lot of stuff that's weird to me. Dudes don't want to be gang members when they ain't got their homies. Dudes I know that's gang members.
Right.
I see a lot of stuff that start telling me, you doing all this gang banging, all this stuff like you a Cali dude or something. Dude ain't seen you no letters. Dude ain't seen you no money. You can't get nothing from nobody when you come home. Nobody putting you up. You going to work and spending your work money on gang clothes. You save your money up. You buying drugs. You flipping your checks in the hood. When I start seeing Bloods and Crips rapping, banging on whack,
Right.
making movies, Snoop Dogg and Suge Knight making money,
Right.
DJ Quick and MC8, all this Cali stuff these dudes were put, making it spread like wildfire. But when you look up, this nigga making money. They sit back.
I got a whole bunch.
That's when I just did this number with that Blood Life and went my own way.
Right. Life been better since then.
Man, I've been fighting and jumping on these dudes. I could have got killed. Man, just cut it.
Right.
Took my life back. Went that way. It's that easy.
It's that easy. More of the story is that easy to get your life back on track. So you got to know when to separate yourself from the bullshit.
It's going to take a little time. It's going to take a little time. It's going to take some years. I ran up on a lot of dudes I used to fight. I used to have to, hey, man, I was dumb. I literally told niggas I was dumb. I done some dumb shit. Hey, man, but I ain't got no beef with you. Shaking their hand. Look, man, hey, let me buy you a drink, homie. Ain't no beef. Exactly. Hey, my apologies. But I never felt like a punk doing it.
Exactly.
I didn't feel like I was weak doing it.
Right, just righting your wrongs and fixing broken bridges. You're right, being a grown man.
With people, and I would let Bloods know when they would walk up and want to lock up with me and what's up, Damu? And man, look, man, don't Damu me. You ain't Damu me with no money when I came home. You didn't Damu me with a place to stay. You didn't Damu my ass no letter when I was locked up. Don't Damu me nothing. Charles is Charles.
Exactly. Right. We ain't gonna give a mile. This interview, man. Say, man, I enjoy you, man. It was a nice conversation. We gonna continue this, man, and hopefully we'll see a lot more of you, man. Everybody, this is Charles Sutton, man. Tell them how to get in contact with you. Let them know where to find you on all your websites.
Well, man, I'm trying to come out with my own podcast, and I'm really trying to come out with a documentary, and I'm looking for brothers all across the way that's in tune with this and looking. And if you see this, man, I am looking for brothers to do content with, brothers to help me put out my documentary or write stories. And I got a lot of deeper stories in my childhood and my history and the things about that I went through and survived San Antonio, Texas. And I also want to help you and help people that's like myself to turn that damn switch off, man. I can help other kids and stuff. But if anybody want to reach me, man, and you really want to reach me, just reach me. You know, I don't mind. Call my number. Text me. Call me at 210-994-2282. I'm a single brother. I'm not married. I also can talk to you about relations and dating apps and things I've been through in the dating world. I also got a daughter. I got two of them, a 19 and a 17-year-old daughter. These days, Charles Sutton is just living to his fullest. I'm working. I'm just enjoying life. I live in the Austin area. You know, hey, I'm just living life to the fullest. And I'm going to tell you another way you can reach me. You can reach me on my Facebook. My real original name, Charles Sutton. That's Sutton spelled Sutton. And you can also reach me on my IG. You can follow me. I don't put much stuff on IG. I need to start getting into it more. But my IG is my name, Charles Sutton, 1976.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was born. So it's Charles Sutton, 1976. My Facebook, Charles Sutton. My number again, 210-994-2282. Hey, Man, I'm out here looking for some help into getting things crunk and getting it done. Hey, I appreciate you inviting me to the show, brother. You know
No
what I'm saying?
problem, man. I appreciate you coming, man. And I'm
Hey,
pretty sure everybody
anytime.
enjoyed this, man. Because I enjoyed it, man. And like I say, man, how we can have us a part 2 of this conversation, man, because you be having some good
I'm out here, man.
discuss some good things, man.
Hey,
So
I'm out here. I'm out here,
already,
man.
so man, thank y'all for coming and tuning in, man. Salute everybody, and thank you again, once again, Mr. Charles Sutton.
Already, man.
Already.
Keep your head up, brother.
You
Good
too.
night.
Good night.